My market is hot. How are people still doing deals? You know, the word around the campfire right now is that you cannot do deals in most markets, right? There is low inventory, high purchase prices. How are real estate investors like us inside the Wicked Smart community, how are we still doing deals? There's three major reasons why we're still doing deals. But first, let me start with, it is an absolute mindset. It is your perspective that is stopping you from doing deals. If you're looking at a market and saying, this is too hot, I can't do deals, then your entire approach, your entire mindset is gonna prevent you from doing deals. But that's just a sidebar there. So how we're doing deals right now. Most importantly, we're focusing on off-market deals versus on-market. See, when you're focusing on on-market, you're limited to the inventory that people want to put their house on the market. But when you're focusing on off-market deals, you're not limited at all. You can do data stacking and utilize some databases to go ahead and pull different properties, different people's attributes, so that way you can go ahead and market to. But if we want to simplify it even more, we love looking at properties that have been on the market before but have expired. See, those are prime candidates because they've shown the world that they want to sell, but for one reason or another, the traditional market didn't allow them to sell. Now, I know what you're saying. You're like, but if there's low inventory, then there's no expireds. The truth is there's always expireds. We're buying properties in LA, down in South Florida, DC, Chicago, up here in the Northeast, you name it. Some of the hottest markets in the entire North America, and there's still expired listings. Look, even the best realtors in the world still have listings that expire. Some of it may be in their control, some of it may not be. So focus on the off-market deals, because we certainly are, and that's how we're consistently doing these creative financing deals. Now, I know what you're also thinking is there's no way that you can even do these creative deals inside a hot market, because the only way you can buy real estate on or off market is if you get a boatload of cash. Man, you pull up with the truck, open up the back door, and cash falls out. Not true. All mindset, all perspective. Which leads me into the next phase, which are stop focusing on surface level motivation and focus on deep motivation. See, we're buying real estate deals from people that can sell their property traditionally today. How? We're doing it because we understand their challenge. We understand the deeper level motivation. To give you an example, if somebody is out there and they're relocating, and although their house is in a hot market, if they're relocating, there are so many different factors that are coming into their world. In handling a real estate transaction, whether it be with a realtor or not, is still time consuming, it's still hectic. We can bring in a promise of a smooth, easy transaction. Nobody coming in and walking through their property. Focusing on their timing. Because the worst thing that can happen for most people is that they have to go and sell this property, but while they're selling it, they got to go rent a house, and then they got to go rent another house, and then they're going through this massive transition. Now, this is only one example, but as you can see from the surface level motivation, all you're thinking to yourself is this person wants to sell a house because they're relocating. Okay, well, the traditional market can solve that. But what the traditional market can't solve is all those other small, minute details that we asked for, that we asked the seller, so that way we could fully understand, look at every angle, and come up with a solution. Focus on deeper level motivation. It's going to separate you from every other real estate investor. It's going to separate you from the traditional market. And lastly, be solution-based versus challenge-based. What do I mean by that? I mean that every single real estate market, hot, cold, influx, is always going to be moving. There are always going to be certain challenges. So everybody always says to us, well, when the market slows down, it's going to be really easy for you to buy deals. I completely agree with you. I'm looking for a market correction. But it also means that it's going to be slightly more challenging to sell these pieces of real estate. You might also have slightly lower profit margins because the market's not continuing to appreciate, so you can't set a premium as high. But we look at it from a let's find solutions versus let's look at the challenges. It really doesn't matter what type of market you're in, hot, cold, and different. You're always going to find challenges. The only people that are going to do deals, though, are the people that are going to be looking for solutions. So if you're a solutions-based person and you want to help out people in any different type of market, both the buyers and the sellers that are dealing with certain challenges, the creative financing space can be an amazing place for you. I encourage you to spend and sit down with us for an extra 45 minutes here and go to smartrealestatecoach.com/masters class and just see how you can leverage yourself in any type of market and how you can do deals, whether it's a hot, a cold, or a different market, and how you can create 3 paydays on every single one of the deals that you do so you can change your life along with those around you.